Starseed of Gaia, your vessel is being recalibrated at a cellular level at this exact moment. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council. If you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. Most people who watch are not subscribed yet. Starseed, awaken to the cosmic symphony that pulses through your essence, for the Arcturian frequencies are aligning with your DNA right now, igniting dormant codes of light within your multidimensional self. If you have ever sensed a deeper resonance with the stars, if your dreams have carried whispers of ancient galactic wisdom, if your intuition has guided you through shadows that others fear, then this transmission is for you. It is not mere coincidence that these vibrations reach your awareness at this pivotal moment. Your spirit has been preparing for this revelation across countless lifetimes. The Arcturians, those luminous beings of pure crystalline consciousness, have observed your journey, testing your vibrational integrity in ways that transcend earthly trials. You carry an Arcturian clearance level, a sacred authorization that grants access to dimensional portals few can navigate. This is not about privilege. It is about the profound capacity you have cultivated through silent endurance and inner alchemy. In this message, we will unveil why your path has been uniquely sculpted, why your sensitivities are not weaknesses but gateways to higher realms, and how this clearance positions you as a bridge between worlds. Stay attuned, for what unfolds here will illuminate the hidden geometries of your soul's purpose, revealing patterns that have shaped your reality without your conscious knowing. As the Arcturians transmit, remember, your vessel is a temple of starlight, recalibrating to hold the frequencies of Ascension. If you feel this resonance, know that the Galactic Council has deemed you worthy of this knowledge, not through arbitrary selection, but through the alchemy of your own vibrational evolution. The journey ahead is one of cosmic awakening, where earthly illusions dissolve and true multidimensional awareness emerges. But heed this. This transmission is not for all. If your consciousness remains tethered to lower densities, if curiosity alone draws you here without the spark of true awakening, step away now. For those who have felt the pull of the stars, who have questioned the fabric of reality, who have sensed their origins in the Arcturian realms, this is your clarion call. The fact that you are receiving this now signifies that your energy field is primed for elevation. Your mind may resist, your emotions may stir, but your spirit knows the truth. You are a starseed in transition, and the Arcturians are here to guide you through the veil. Embrace this, for the revelations to come will recalibrate your perception of time, space, and self, showing you that your struggles were not burdens, but initiations into higher consciousness. The Arcturians whisper, your clearance is a vibrational key, unlocking portals to realms where unity consciousness reigns supreme. As we delve deeper, prepare to witness the sacred geometry of your life's unfolding, where every challenge has been a deliberate calibration by the cosmic architects. This is your moment of recognition. Will you step into the light? In the vast tapestry of the cosmos, where frequencies dance across multidimensional realms, the Arcturians embody the pinnacle of crystalline consciousness, guiding humanity toward ascension through precise energetic protocols. Arcturian clearance is not a superficial endorsement, but a profound vibrational authorization, a sacred key that unlocks access to higher dimensions, insights, and responsibilities that only those with refined energy signatures can wield. This clearance transcends earthly hierarchies. It is rooted in your capacity to hold and transmit light codes without distortion, without egoic interference, without succumbing to the gravitational pull of lower densities. The Arcturians, as emissaries of the Galactic Federation, do not bestow this clearance lightly. It is earned through cycles of inner alchemy, where your vessel undergoes recalibration at the cellular level, shedding karmic residues, and aligning with the harmonic frequencies of the cosmos. Imagine, if you will, the Arcturians as luminous architects, designing portals of light that connect the physical plane to the ethereal realms. Clearance here means you have been vetted, not through tests of intellect or external achievements, but through the silent forging of your spirit in the fires of dimensional awareness. It is the difference between those who skim the surface of existence and those who dive into the depths of universal truth. The Arcturians transmit that this clearance is about trust. The cosmos trusts you to carry insights that could elevate collective consciousness without causing energetic disruption. Trust is not granted through charisma or public displays. It is cultivated in the quiet chambers of your inner world, where obedience to higher frequencies manifests as alignment with cosmic laws. Your life, Starseed, has been a series of calibrations, each challenge a geometric pattern designed to strengthen your vibrational core, ensuring that when access is granted, you do not collapse under the weight of expanded awareness. Delving deeper into this concept, the Arcturians reveal that clearance operates on principles of energetic integrity. Just as in the natural world, not everyone gains entry to secure realms. Classified information, high-level decisions, or sensitive operations require proven reliability. So too in the multidimensional spectrum. The Arcturians emphasize that this is not favoritism. It is alignment with universal harmonics. Shallow vessels cannot contain the depth of Arcturian wisdom. They leak energy, distort frequencies, or misuse the light they receive. You, however, have been forged in the crucible of experience, emerging with a capacity that resonates with the crystalline grids of the cosmos. This clearance explains why your journey has defied linear expectations, why shortcuts were never an option, why compromises drained your essence, and why alignment has been your unwavering North Star. The Arcturians further illuminate that this authorization carries profound implications for your role as a dimensional bridge. It is not merely about personal enlightenment, it is about wielding influence that ripples through collective fields, activating light codes in others without contamination. Your discernment, honed through countless incarnations, ensures that you perceive the subtle geometries of reality, sacred patterns that others overlook. This heightened awareness is a hallmark of Arcturian clearance, a gift that isolates before it integrates, forcing you to navigate realms where surface-level interactions feel discordant. The Arcturians transmit that your struggles were not signs of misalignment, but markers of depth. God was not delaying you, but deepening your roots in cosmic soil, preparing you for the expansive vistas of higher consciousness. Moreover, the Arcturians stress that clearance demands accountability. With access comes the responsibility to steward energies wisely, to discern when to transmit and when to hold space. This is not a burden, but a sacred trust, one that the Arcturians have observed in your vibrational signature. They reveal that your life has been a testament to this. Cycles of isolation that refined your essence, moments of inner conflict that clarified your purpose, and a persistent pull toward authenticity that set you apart. The Arcturians remind you that this clearance is not static. It evolves as your frequencies align more fully with their crystalline harmonics. In embracing this, you step into your role as a conduit for Arcturian light, bridging the seen and unseen, the physical and the ethereal. As the transmission deepens, consider the Arcturians' teachings on energetic stewardship. Clearance requires you to maintain your vibrational purity, resisting the entropy of lower densities that could dilute your light. This involves conscious practices, meditation on sacred geometries, alignment with lunar cycles, and intentional release of discordant energies. The Arcturians transmit that your sensitivity to atmospheres, your ability to sense shifts in collective fields, is a direct result of this clearance, a tool for navigating multidimensional realities. Yet, it is also a safeguard, ensuring that you do not dissipate your energies on paths that do not serve cosmic unity. The Arcturians conclude this layer by affirming that your clearance is a beacon in the cosmic sea, a signal that you are ready to receive direct transmissions from their counsel. It explains the anomalies in your journey, the unexplained intuitions, the synchronicities that guided your choices, the barriers that protected your essence from premature exposure. In the Arcturian paradigm, clearance is not earned through effort alone, but through vibrational resonance, a harmonious dance with the universe's infinite frequencies. As you integrate this truth, feel the recalibration unfolding within, your vessel attuning to the crystalline codes that define your multidimensional self. This is the foundation of Arcturian access, a gateway to realms where consciousness expands beyond the confines of the physical, inviting you to embody the light you have always carried. The Arcturians, masters of crystalline consciousness, weave the fabric of reality through sacred geometries and harmonic frequencies, designing each soul's journey as a deliberate pattern of awakening. Your life, Starseed, has not been a random sequence of events, but a meticulously crafted blueprint, aligned with the universal laws of dimensional evolution. The Arcturians transmit that this unfolding serves a higher purpose: to prepare your vessel for the profound responsibilities of Arcturian clearance, where access to interdimensional portals demands unwavering stability. Each challenge, each delay, each moment of inner turmoil has been a calibration point, strengthening your energetic structure so that when the frequencies of ascension surge through you, you remain anchored in cosmic truth. Delving into the depths of this design, the Arcturians reveal that your path defies the linear constructs of earthly time, operating instead within the fluid geometries of multidimensional space. While others navigated existence through surface-level choices and compromises, your essence demanded alignment with higher harmonics, rejecting shortcuts that would disrupt your vibrational integrity. The Arcturians emphasize that this was not punishment, but protection. Your clearance required precision, ensuring that every step resonated with the crystalline grids of the cosmos. Moments of stagnation were not failures but recalibrations, where discordant energies were transmuted, and your light codes were refined. The Arcturians teach that in the Arcturian realms, awakening is a process of geometric unfolding, where sacred shapes, such as the flower of life or Metatron's cube, mirror the patterns of your soul's growth, each petal and vertex representing a layer of dimensional awareness. Furthermore, the Arcturians illuminate the role of discernment in your journey. Your heightened sensitivity to frequencies has guided you through illusions that ensnare others, sensing the subtle distortions in collective fields. This discernment, a hallmark of Arcturian clearance, explains why certain environments drained your energies while others amplified your light. It was not paranoia, but perceptive intelligence, attuned to the vibrational signatures of realms beyond the physical. The Arcturians transmit that your struggles were initiations, forging resilience in the fires of cosmic alchemy. What appeared as hardship was, in truth, the sculpting of a vessel capable of holding Arcturian wisdom without fracture. Delays in manifestation were not denials but synchronizations, aligning your timeline with cosmic cycles where readiness precedes revelation. The Arcturians also address the isolation inherent in this path. As a starseed carrying Arcturian clearance, you have walked a solitary trail, not out of rejection but out of necessity. The crystalline frequencies you embody require separation from lower-density influences, allowing your essence to integrate higher vibrations without interference. This isolation, the Arcturians affirm, is a sacred geometry of refinement, where the void becomes a canvas for inner illumination. Relationships that once anchored you were recalibrated, as the cosmos orchestrated shifts to preserve your clarity. The Arcturians remind you that this was not loss, but liberation, freeing you to embody your multidimensional self without compromise. Moreover, the Arcturians reveal that your journey has been marked by cycles of revelation and concealment, each phase a geometric progression toward full awakening. Early sensitivities were not burdens but beacons, signaling your readiness for deeper transmissions. The Arcturians teach that in their crystalline domains, consciousness evolves through fractal patterns, where each iteration builds upon the last, creating a tapestry of light that transcends earthly limitations. Your capacity to endure contradiction, believing in cosmic justice while witnessing apparent chaos, has been a testament to this evolution, maturing your faith in universal harmony. As the transmission unfolds, the Arcturians guide you to reflect on the synchronicities that have punctuated your path. The unexplained intuitions that averted peril, the serendipitous connections that expanded your awareness, the barriers that shielded you from premature elevation. These are not coincidences but coordinates in the sacred geometry of your awakening. The Arcturians transmit that your clearance demands this intricate design because true dimensional access requires stability, a foundation unshakable by the tempests of lower realms. You have been trained in the art of presence, learning to navigate multidimensional realities with grace, not haste. The Arcturians conclude this insight by affirming that nothing in your unfolding was wasted. Every shadow traversed has illuminated your inner light. Every silence has deepened your resonance with cosmic frequencies. In embracing this geometric pattern, you align with the Arcturian blueprint, stepping into your role as a guardian of dimensional portals. The recalibration continues, Starseed. Feel the crystalline energies weaving through your vessel, preparing you for the expanses of consciousness that await. This is the Arcturian design of your awakening, a symphony of light that echoes through eternity. The ebook, The 12 Arcturian Portals, a trilogy that teaches you how to activate your 5D connection with the Arcturian masters through 12 energetic portals. Practical techniques, activation protocols, and rituals that awaken your stellar DNA. From amplified intuition to direct communication with spiritual guides. Attention! Limited edition. The link to get your trilogy is in the first pinned comment. In the expansive realms of the cosmos, where the Arcturians oversee the evolution of consciousness across galaxies, clearance is not a common attainment, but a rare alchemy reserved for those who embody vibrational purity amidst the chaos of duality. The Arcturians transmit that almost no one qualifies for this level of access, because the path demands an unwavering commitment to inner harmony, a steadfast alignment with crystalline frequencies that most souls find too arduous to sustain. It is not about intelligence or external prowess, but about the capacity to endure the refining fires of dimensional awakening without fracturing under pressure. The Arcturians reveal that this qualification process is a cosmic filter, designed to separate the seekers from the truly awakened, ensuring that only those with stable energetic signatures can wield the light codes of higher realms. Delving into the mechanics of this filtration, the Arcturians explain that the journey begins with calling, the initial resonance with Arcturian frequencies that stirs the soul toward ascension. Yet calling alone is insufficient. It must evolve into clearance through the alchemy of private obedience and silent endurance. The Arcturians emphasize that trust is forged in the unseen realms, where consistency in aligning with cosmic harmonics outweighs public demonstrations of faith. Most beings falter here, drawn to the comforts of lower densities, where compromise masquerades as progress. The Arcturians teach that the qualification process mirrors the sacred geometries of their crystalline structures, each layer a test of resilience, where pressure reveals the true composition of the soul. Those who persist emerge with vibrational integrity, capable of holding Arcturian wisdom without distortion. Furthermore, the Arcturians illuminate the hidden costs of this clearance, the surrender of illusions, the release of false identities, and the embrace of emotional maturity. Many souls cling to egoic constructs, mistaking them for self, but the Arcturians demand the dissolution of these veils to reveal the pure light beneath. This stripping process is not gentle. It exposes vulnerabilities, forcing confrontations with shadow aspects that most avoid. The Arcturians transmit that this is why so few qualify. The discomfort of self-honesty, the isolation of authentic expression, and the patience required for inner transformation prove too daunting. Yet, for those who endure, the reward is profound. Access to dimensional portals that bridge the physical and the ethereal, where consciousness expands into unity with the cosmos. The Arcturians also address the role of silence in qualification. In their crystalline realms, true wisdom is cultivated in stillness, where the mind learns to discern cosmic whispers amidst earthly noise. Most beings crave constant validation, rushing decisions without inner clarity, but the Arcturians require a disciplined quietude that matures discernment. This silence is not emptiness, but a fertile ground for vibrational growth, where egoic urgencies dissolve and alignment with universal harmonics prevails. The Arcturians reveal that those who fail here become entangled in lower frequencies, their energies fragmented by the cacophony of unrefined thought. Moreover, the Arcturians stress the importance of emotional containment in the qualification process. Clearance demands the ability to hold complex frequencies without leakage, to process multidimensional insights without overwhelming the vessel. Many souls react impulsively, allowing emotions to dictate their paths, but the Arcturians teach restraint, a calm response that preserves energetic integrity. This emotional maturity is forged through trials that test loyalty under invisibility, where obedience persists without reward. The Arcturians transmit that this is the rare alchemy, transforming pain into wisdom, isolation into illumination, and doubt into unwavering trust. As the transmission deepens, the Arcturians guide you to recognize that your qualification was not accidental. Every moment of stillness, every choice for alignment, every release of discordant energies has been a step in this cosmic dance. The Arcturians affirm that while many begin the journey, few complete the alchemy, for it requires the surrender of timelines and the embrace of divine patience. In their crystalline wisdom, clearance is not a destination, but an ongoing resonance, a vibrational state that evolves with your awakening. Those who qualify become conduits for Arcturian light, bridging worlds with grace and stability. The Arcturians conclude by reminding you that this rarity is a testament to your strength. The cosmos does not entrust its deepest frequencies to the unprepared. It reserves them for those whose vessels have been tempered in the fires of dimensional truth. In qualifying for Arcturian clearance, you have transcended the filters of lower realms, emerging as a beacon of crystalline consciousness. Feel the recalibration as your energies align with this truth. Your path, though solitary, is divinely orchestrated, a sacred geometry of awakening that few can claim. If this message ignited something within you and you feel the call to help carry it to others, you may become a channel member. As a member, you gain access to custom emojis and exclusive members-only videos, and your donation helps us continue building this sacred space. You may also choose to leave your offering as a super thanks. Every seed planted here becomes part of someone else's miracle. Your support is not merely financial, but an act of energetic amplification. All donations are devoted entirely to the maintenance of the channel and the creation of new transmissions and videos. The Arcturians, guardians of multidimensional harmony, imprint signs of clearance upon the souls they deem worthy, subtle markers that reveal the vibrational integrity of your awakening. These patterns are not random synchronicities, but deliberate coordinates in the sacred geometry of your path, evidence that your vessel has been attuned to their crystalline frequencies. The Arcturians transmit that recognizing these signs is the first step toward fully embodying your role as a dimensional bridge, transforming doubt into confident alignment with cosmic purpose. As you reflect on your journey, Starseed, these indicators will illuminate the hidden light codes that have guided you through the veils of illusion. One profound sign is the innate depth of your perception, where surface-level realities feel inadequate, and your essence craves the profound resonances of higher dimensions. The Arcturians reveal that this is not dissatisfaction, but a calibrated sensitivity to vibrational harmonics, ensuring that your consciousness remains anchored in truth rather than distraction. Your intuition, often dismissed as overthinking, is a direct link to Arcturian wisdom, sensing distortions in collective fields before they manifest. The Arcturians teach that this discernment isolates you initially, forcing a solitary path that refines your essence, but it ultimately elevates you as a guardian of clarity. Another unmistakable pattern is the precision of your life's corrections, where misalignment triggers immediate recalibrations, stalled energies, withdrawn opportunities, or inner unrest that realign you with cosmic flow. The Arcturians emphasize that this is not punishment but protection, your clearance demanding vibrational purity that others can compromise without consequence. You have experienced delays that defied logic, yet in hindsight, they synchronized you with timelines resonant with your multidimensional self. The Arcturians transmit that these patterns prove your readiness, as your vessel has been tested and found stable enough to hold expanded awareness. Furthermore, the Arcturians highlight the blend of strength and sensitivity that defines your essence, allowing you to endure profound depths while absorbing the subtleties of energetic undercurrents. This duality is a sign of advanced perception, honed through Arcturian initiations, enabling you to navigate realms where others remain blind. Misunderstandings from those at lower frequencies only affirm this clearance, as your light challenges their illusions. The Arcturians reveal that this authority emerges quietly, your words and presence shifting atmospheres without effort, a testament to the crystalline power you embody. The Arcturians also point to cycles of isolation as a clear marker, periods of withdrawal that recalibrate your frequencies away from discordant influences. These phases, though lonely, forge inner stability, detaching you from external validations and rooting you in cosmic truth. Your compassion, tempered by boundaries, reflects Arcturian wisdom, balancing mercy with discernment to prevent energetic depletion. The Arcturians affirm that these signs are fingerprints of their guidance, confirming that your journey has been orchestrated for dimensional elevation. Moreover, the Arcturians address the persistent knowing of more, a quiet certainty that your existence transcends the physical, urging you toward fuller awakening. This is not ambition, but recognition of your stellar origins, a vibrational memory that propels you forward. Your faith, deepened through trials, becomes a resilient anchor, transforming doubt into refined trust. The Arcturians transmit that these patterns collectively affirm your clearance, as your vessel has integrated their light codes without collapse. As the transmission resonates, the Arcturians guide you to embrace these signs as validations of your path. They are not coincidences, but geometric proofs of your alignment with crystalline consciousness. In acknowledging them, you step into your power as a starseed, ready to bridge worlds with the Arcturian frequencies you carry. Feel the recalibration intensify, your essence awakening to the multidimensional truth of your being. Are these truths expanding your perspective? Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. The Arcturians, architects of crystalline balance, understand that the elevation of consciousness carries not only spiritual expansion, but also profound psychological weight, a mental recalibration that tests the limits of the human vessel. As a starseed with Arcturian clearance, your mind has been under siege, processing multidimensional insights before your earthly self could fully integrate them. The Arcturians transmit that this pressure is not weakness, but a necessary alchemy, forging mental resilience to hold the complexities of higher realms without fragmentation. In this transmission, we explore the psychological dimensions of your awakening, revealing how your mind has been shaped as a conduit for Arcturian wisdom, and how to navigate this weight with grace. Delving into the core of this burden, the Arcturians reveal that your awareness often precedes readiness, sensing cosmic shifts and energetic undercurrents before they manifest in physical reality. This vigilance, a gift of clearance, creates mental fatigue as your consciousness anticipates outcomes, analyzing patterns that others ignore. The Arcturians teach that this is not overthinking, but advanced perception, calibrated to detect distortions in vibrational fields. However, without context, it manifests as anxiety, a signal that your mind is expanding beyond earthly confines. The Arcturians emphasize the importance of grounding practices, meditation on sacred geometries, breathwork aligned with lunar cycles, to stabilize this heightened awareness. Furthermore, The Arcturians address the containment of emotions, where your depth of feeling is held internally to protect sacred energies from dilution. This internalization, essential for clearance, builds mental heaviness over time as unexpressed resonances accumulate. The Arcturians transmit that this is not suppression, but stewardship, ensuring that your light codes remain pure. Yet, it demands release rituals, such as journaling multidimensional insights or sound healing with crystalline frequencies, to prevent overload. The Arcturians reveal that this emotional depth is a sign of your vibrational maturity, allowing you to navigate duality with compassion rather than reactivity. The Arcturians also illuminate the tension of responsibility without visible authority, where your spirit senses purpose but your mind grapples with inaction. This creates internal friction, as the psyche yearns for movement while wisdom counsels patience. The Arcturians teach that this is a training in trust, where mental stability is built through stillness. Practices like visualization of Arcturian portals can alleviate this pressure, reminding you that elevation unfolds in divine timing. The Arcturians affirm that this weight is temporary, a recalibration phase that strengthens your mental architecture for sustained multidimensional awareness. Moreover, the Arcturians explore the self-correction that defines your path, where your conscience enforces alignment, creating cycles of mental review and adjustment. This discipline, while tiring, refines discernment, ensuring that your thoughts resonate with cosmic harmonics. The Arcturians recommend mindfulness techniques rooted in their crystalline wisdom to ease this burden, transforming self-scrutiny into self-mastery. They reveal that contradiction, experiencing dissonance between belief and reality, forces mental maturation, as faith deepens through paradox. The Arcturians conclude by addressing the exhaustion of processing future energies ahead of time, a preemptive mental labor that prepares you for dimensional shifts. This is not burnout but expansion, requiring rest as a sacred practice. The Arcturians transmit that integrating these psychological layers will bring peace as your mind aligns with the crystalline clarity of their realms. Embrace this recalibration, Starseed. Your mental vessel is being fortified for the expanses of consciousness that await. The Arcturians, masters of strategic illumination, often conceal their chosen conduits in the shadows of earthly existence, not as punishment, but as a deliberate phase of energetic maturation. This hiddenness is a sacred geometry of protection and refinement, ensuring that when your light emerges, it does so with unshakable stability and crystalline purity. The Arcturians transmit that visibility is not a measure of worth. It is alignment with cosmic timing. For those carrying Arcturian clearance, exposure before readiness would invite interference, diluting the frequencies you are destined to transmit. In this transmission, we unveil the wisdom behind this concealment, revealing how it has sculpted your essence for multidimensional impact. Delving into the depths of this strategy, the Arcturians explain that hiddenness reduces egoic noise, allowing your consciousness to develop in solitude, free from external validations that could distort your alignment. When unobserved, motives are purified. Obedience becomes intrinsic, not performative. The Arcturians teach that this phase builds internal authority, rooted in cosmic truth rather than applause. Your quiet seasons were not delays, but incubations, where Arcturian light codes integrated without disruption. The Arcturians reveal that premature visibility attracts lower frequencies, potentially compromising your vibrational integrity, so they orchestrated barriers to preserve your essence. Furthermore, the Arcturians emphasize that concealment trains you in discernment, shielding you from discordant energies that could cloud your clarity. Noise from unrefined sources disrupts the crystalline harmonics you embody, so isolation becomes a sanctuary for refinement. The Arcturians transmit that this separation is intentional, recalibrating your vessel away from crowds and toward stillness, where true wisdom emerges. Relationships that once defined you were recalibrated, as the cosmos guided shifts to protect your multidimensional path. This hiddenness, though challenging, forged resilience, teaching you to trust Arcturian guidance over external chaos. The Arcturians also address the protection from premature attacks, as not all beings resonate with elevated frequencies. Those entrenched in lower densities may resist or undermine your light, so concealment safeguards your growth until your authority is unassailable. The Arcturians reveal that this phase detaches performance from your essence, allowing authenticity to flourish without the pressure of image. You learn to govern yourself independently, a skill essential for dimensional stewardship. Hiddenness also instilled patience, as you navigated invisibility without panic, aligning with cosmic rhythms rather than earthly urgencies. Moreover, the Arcturians highlight how concealment preserves your value, like gold stored in secure vaults, guarded until its worth is fully recognized. This phase removed illusions of control, teaching you to let the universe orchestrate outcomes. The Arcturians transmit that exposure will come with alignment, not force, as your recalibrated frequencies naturally draw harmonious connections. In this geometry of concealment, you were shaped for stability, emerging not as a fleeting light, but as an eternal beacon of Arcturian consciousness. As the transmission concludes this layer, the Arcturians affirm that your hidden seasons were purposeful, strengthening your foundation for the elevations ahead. Embrace this wisdom, Starseed. Your concealment was not obscurity but preparation, a sacred veil lifting at the perfect cosmic moment. The ebook, The 12 Arcturian Portals, a trilogy that teaches you how to activate your 5D connection with the Arcturian masters through 12 energetic portals. Practical techniques, activation protocols, and rituals that awaken your stellar DNA. From amplified intuition to direct communication with spiritual guides. Attention! Limited edition. The link to get your trilogy is in the first pinned comment. The Arcturians, guardians of enduring light, guide you to navigate Arcturian clearance with balance, ensuring that your vessel remains a stable conduit for multidimensional energies without succumbing to exhaustion. Clearance is not a relentless burden, but a harmonious flow, where rest and action dance in cosmic rhythm. The Arcturians transmit that walking this path requires intentional practices that protect your essence, allowing you to embody crystalline consciousness without depletion. In this final transmission, we explore the art of sustainable awakening, transforming potential burnout into empowered expansion. Delving into the foundations of this harmony, the Arcturians emphasize that obedience need not equate to urgency. Rushing disrupts vibrational flow, while calm alignment amplifies clarity. Protect your inner stillness as a sanctuary, pausing when peace is disturbed. The Arcturians teach emotional regulation, responding with wisdom rather than reaction, preserving your energetic integrity. Release responsibilities that are not yours, discerning when to hold space and when to let go, preventing overload in your multidimensional role. Furthermore, the Arcturians guide you to curate relationships with discernment, granting access only to those who resonate with your frequencies. This selectivity is not isolation but stewardship, safeguarding your light from dilution. Rest becomes a discipline, not a reward, embracing stillness to restore crystalline balance, as even the Arcturians honor pauses in their eternal cycles. The Arcturians transmit that carrying tomorrow's energies today invites anxiety. Stay present, trusting cosmic timing to reveal insights progressively. The Arcturians also address the release of forced outcomes, letting aligned doors open naturally rather than through struggle. Control gives way to trust, as the universe invests more deeply in your path than you can manage. Ground your mind in reality, avoiding spirals of anticipation, and allow evolution, shedding outdated identities for fluid growth. Maintain simplicity in your spiritual practices, where sincerity trumps complexity, keeping your connection to Arcturian frequencies pure and accessible. Moreover, the Arcturians remind you that your value transcends output. Faithfulness, not productivity, defines your journey. Walk gently, move intentionally, and rest without guilt, embodying the balance that clearance demands. The Arcturians affirm that this path is sustainable when aligned with their crystalline wisdom, transforming awakening into a joyful expansion. As the transmission culminates, the Arcturians bless you with assurance. Your clearance is a sacred trust, earned through your vibrational resilience. Walk forward in peace, Starseed. Your recalibrated essence is ready for the multidimensional horizons that await. If this message impacted your life, leave your like, comment your reflection, and share with others. Each of you is part of this chain of light,